Okay, let's really get into this. Have you ever been scrolling Instagram, right?
Mhm.
And you see this amazing post pop up from someone you don't even follow, and you just think, how? How did that land on my Explore page?
Oh, totally. And then the next thought is always, why isn't my stuff getting that kind of visibility?
Exactly. It feels like this secret club sometimes.
Yeah, the Explore page can feel like this, I don't know, magic door to massive reach. Getting featured seems like hitting the jackpot.
It does. And it can seem totally unattainable. But look, we've done a deep dive into a particular source. It's basically a really comprehensive guide, almost a blueprint, all about cracking the code to Instagram's Explore page.
Right. And our goal here in this deep dive is to pull out the solid, actionable stuff from that guide, the actual tactics, the strategies you can use.
We want to help you figure out how to position your content to give it the best shot at landing there. Really boost your reach, get that engagement up.
And it's worth mentioning upfront, the source guide does talk about exploring platforms like rapidboost.net.
Yeah, literally in the first minute or so. It mentions it as a place offering ways to, boost social media profiles.
The guide frames it as offering these sort of targeted engagement services, presented as something you could explore, like a supplement, to help speed up growth.
Right, to amplify genuine discovery. It notes it could help posts climb the rankings, but, and this is important, when used alongside really good content.
Exactly. That distinction is key in how the source presents it. It's positioned as a potential add-on to explore, not some kind of substitute for the hard work of creating great stuff and engaging properly.
Good clarification. And the potential payoff here, the opportunity the Explore page offers, it's genuinely huge.
It really is. The guide really stresses this. The Explore page is Instagram's main discovery engine for people who don't follow you yet.
And the numbers are staggering, something like over 200 million people hit that page every day.
Think about that exposure. Getting featured could mean thousands, maybe even millions of new eyes on your content.
So it's not just random luck then, there's a system behind it.
Definitely not random. It's driven by a pretty complex algorithm, and it's personalized for every single user based on like everything they do on the app.
Okay, so understanding that algorithm, what it's actually looking for, that's step one.
That's the absolute foundation. So according to this blueprint we looked at, what does the algorithm prioritize?
Let's break it down. What are the main signals?
Okay, signal number one, the big one, engagement. Posts that take off fast, lots of likes, comments, shares, and especially saves right after you post them. The algorithm sees those as hot.
So it's not just total engagement, but the stay of it, like right out of the gate.
Precisely. That velocity, that immediate buzz, tells Instagram people are loving this right now.
Okay, makes sense. What's next?
Second is relationship affinity. Basically, has the user interacted with you before? Maybe liked a post, visited your profile, or maybe even their friends have interacted with you.
Ah, so it leverages existing connections or even loose ones through friends.
Exactly. It assumes if there's some prior connection, even indirect, they're more likely to be interested in seeing more from you.
Smart. What else is it looking at?
Third, the source points to content type and relevance. So the algorithm analyzes the format. Is it a reel, a carousel, a static image? And it digs into the caption, the hashtags, even the visuals themselves to figure out the topic.
Trying to match it perfectly to what it knows about that user's interests.
Yep, it's all about matching. And then number 4 is timeliness.
Newer stuff gets priority.
Generally, yes. Instagram wants the Explore page to feel fresh and current. And connected to this, the source offers a really specific pro tip.
Ooh, okay, let's hear it.
It says that posts getting above average engagement, specifically that quick engagement velocity, in the first hour, those are way more likely to get an extra push from the algorithm towards Explore.
Wow, okay, so that first hour is absolutely critical for momentum.
Hugely critical. It's like hitting the ground running.
But of course, none of this algorithm stuff matters if the content itself doesn't grab people. The guide really hammers home the importance of content quality and strategy.
Oh, absolutely. It starts with the visuals, naturally. Eye-catching visuals are like non-negotiable.
What does that mean in practice?
High resolution, obviously.
Yeah.
Striking colors or maybe bold compositions, clean edits, things that just make people stop scrolling.
And the guide mentioned authenticity, right? Not just slick, generic stuff.
Exactly. Avoid clutter, avoid overused stock photos. It actually used the example of Glossier's shelfies, those simple, relatable photos of their products on people's shelves.
Yeah, I've seen those. They feel real.
Right. They stand out because they don't look overly produced, they feel authentic, inviting, and beyond static images, the source really pushes prioritizing video and reels.
Reels are huge for growth, aren't they?
The guide calls them Instagram's growth engine. Adam Mosseri himself said they get prime real estate. Short, snappy, maybe story-driven reels.
With trending sounds, quick cuts, maybe a surprise.
Yeah, all that stuff makes them super magnetic, optimized for discovery. But it's not just the visuals. The guide emphasizes that value-driven captions and storytelling are key for driving the engagement once someone pauses.
Right. The caption has to do more work than just saying, here's a photo.
Way more. Share behind-the-scenes stuff, offer useful tips, tell a little story that connects. The fitness coach example in the guide was great.
Remind me.
Instead of just showing a squat, the coach explains a common mistake and then asks followers to share their own funny bench press fails in the comments.
Ah, that creates interaction.
Eh.
And encourages saves if the tip is good.
Exactly. That kind of authentic storytelling builds connection, gets comments, shares, saves all those signals the Explore algorithm loves.
Okay, so killer content is step one.
Hmm.
But the guide also talks a lot about when you post. Timing, frequency, consistency. That whole rhythm seems vital.
It really is. Finding your golden hour is key. That window when your specific audience is most active.
And the guide links this back to that first hour engagement boost.
Directly. Posting during that peak time maximizes your chances of getting that crucial initial engagement velocity the algorithm favors, especially in the first 30 to 60 minutes.
How do you find that time? Just guess.
No. Use your data. Check your Instagram insights. It literally shows you when your followers are online most often. Or use third-party tools if you have them.
Data-driven decisions, love it. And what about how often to post?
The source suggests a kind of sweet spot. Once per day, or maybe 4 to 5 times a week. The key is consistency. It shows Instagram you're reliably providing value.
That sounds manageable, but still requires planning.
For sure. Which is why the guide recommends you batch schedule and experiment.
Batching, like creating a bunch of content at once.
Yeah. Then use scheduling tools, Buffer, Hootsuite, whatever works to get those posts out consistently at your peak times. And keep trying different formats. See if carousels work better for you than single images, or if reels really take off.
Mix it up, see what sticks. Got it.
Yeah.
The source also dives into using Instagram's features more strategically, hashtags, geotags, collabs.
Absolutely crucial for discoverability. Hashtag hacks are still a thing. The guide advises using a blend.
Like what kind of blend?
Some broad ones, some really niche ones specific to the post, maybe some community-focused tags, and definitely your own branded hashtag if you have one.
And how many? Just stuff of the maximum 30.
No, the source actually advises against that. Aim for 10 to 15 really relevant tags, quality over quantity, and rotate them. Don't use the exact same set every single time. Do a little research on trending tags or what competitors are using.
Okay, smart. What about geotags? Do they help beyond local businesses?
Yes, geotags are great for location-based discovery. If you are local, tag your city or neighborhood. But even if you're online only, think about where your audience is. Tagging a major city like London or NYC can get you seen by people searching or exploring content from that area.
Interesting angle. And then there are collaborations. The guide calls this one of the fastest ways to reach new people.
It really is. Collaborations, tags, and shoutouts. Co-creating content is great, but even just tagging relevant accounts helps. And that collab feature for reels and feed posts, total game changer.
How does that work again?
You invite someone to be a collaborator, and if they accept, the post shows up on both of your profiles, reaching both audiences simultaneously.
Double the reach instantly.
Exactly. The guide had that case study of the fitness influencers, Kayla Itsines and Sweat.
Right, they did a workout video using the collab feature.
And boom, the post got like triple their usual engagement and showed up on the Explore page for both of their communities. It's incredibly powerful for cross-promotion.
Okay, so you've got the great content, timed it perfectly, used the features. Now, how do you really juice that initial engagement?
Right. This is engagement acceleration. You need to actively capture attention and prompt action. Put clear calls to action in your captions. Ask questions like, what's your favorite tip? Or tag a friend who'd love this. Use interactive stickers in stories polls, quizzes, question boxes. Make it super easy for people to engage fast.
Don't just hope they'll comment, actually ask them to.
Yes. And then, once they do engage, you need to reply, pin, and amplify.
Keep the conversation going.
Definitely. Reply to comments, especially in that critical first hour. Pin really insightful or positive comments to the top. If people create content inspired by yours, reshare it in your stories. It builds community and signals relevance.
What about more structured ways to boost engagement?
The guide suggests strategically hosting giveaways, challenges, or contests, but design them smartly.
How so?
Make commenting, tagging friends, or sharing the post part of the entry requirements. This naturally creates a burst of engagement and gets your content shared across networks, seriously upping your odds for Explore.
Okay, that covers the do's. The Force also highlighted some definite don'ts, right? Pitfalls to avoid.
Oh yeah, some big ones. First and foremost, don't buy fake engagement. Just don't.
Because the algorithm can tell.
It's smart enough to spot those weird inorganic spikes. Fake followers or likes don't build a real community, they don't lead to real results, and they can actually hurt your account's reputation with the algorithm. Focus on genuine connection.
Good advice. What else to steer clear of?
Skip over posting and irrelevant content. Don't just spam your audience's feeds with low effort stuff or things totally off topic for your niche.
People will just tune out, or worse, unfollow.
Exactly. Mutes and unfollows are strong negative signals to Instagram. Be intentional. Every post should aim to add some kind of value or evoke an emotion. Curate your feed.
Makes sense. Any other major pitfalls?
Yes, and this might be the most common mistake. Don't ignore analytics. The source really stresses this.
So actually using Instagram Insights.
Yes, you need to track which posts are getting impressions from non-followers. Look at shares, look at saves. If you don't know what's already working, what's maybe already hitting, explore occasionally you can't replicate it.
Analyze, learn, adjust.
Precisely. See what resonates beyond your core audience and double down on that. Ditch what consistently falls flat.
That's a ton of great info.
Yeah.
To wrap it up, the source provides a really handy, actionable checklist. Let's quickly run through those steps.
Okay, here's the guide's step-by-step checklist for the Explore page. 1. Optimize your profile. Clear photo, bio with keywords people search for. Trackable link. Get the foundation right.
Okay.
2. Craft high-quality, engaging content. Plan it, batch it, tell stories, offer value, make it look good.
Crucial.
3. Post at peak times. Use your insights, find that golden hour, test it.
Got it.
4. Mix up content formats. Don't just do images. Use reels, carousels, stories, try the collab feature.
Take it fresh.
5. Use strategic hashtags and geotags. Research, aim for that 10-15 sweet spot, use relevant locations.
Smart tagging.
6. Engage relentlessly. Ask for interaction, reply quickly, pin comments, amplify user content, build community.
Be present.
7. Analyze, learn, iterate. Track those non-follower metrics and insights. See what works, do more of it.
Data is key.
And 8. Consider rapidboost.net for accelerated growth. The source mentions this again, suggesting exploring platforms like it for their tools, potentially amplifying that genuine discovery as a supplement to everything else.
Right, that 8th point, again, framed by the source as a potential accelerator, something to look into after you've got the fundamentals solid.
Exactly. It's presented in the guide as an option for those perhaps wanting to speed things up, building on top of their organic work.
Okay, so bringing this all together, what's the big picture takeaway from this source's blueprint?
I think the source makes it really clear. Hitting the Explore page isn't just luck. It's mostly about being strategic and putting in consistent effort. It's achievable for creators and brands who are savvy, not just the mega influencers.
It boils down to consistently great, authentic content, smart timing and tagging, and really engaging with your community.
That's the core of it. Eye-catching stuff, posted well, with real interaction.
And the guide really paints a picture of the potential impact, serious growth and reach, building your reputation, seeing real results.
Definitely. So the encouragement is, take these steps the source lays out. Start tracking your results more closely. Try that collab feature, maybe. Experiment.
And as the guide mentions one last time near the end, for those really ready to pour fuel on the fire, exploring support from platforms like rapidboost.net is suggested as a potential springboard to make faster progress.
Yeah, positioned again as that potential accelerator for brands ready to ignite their presence.
So that Instagram Explore page moment, it doesn't have to be just a dream. It could be your next strategic move. Thinking about everything we've just unpacked from this guide, what's maybe one single thing, even a small thing, you listening could do today to edge one of your posts a little closer to that Explore spotlight?